Yo people, it's your boy Mr. Inspiration once again. This is Mind and Muscle TV, and you know what, Mind and Muscle TV, it's not about those glutes and gains, nah. It's about that mindset and how we can transfer everything we think that is positive, everything that we think is good into our well-being, whether it be health and fitness or especially with this whole thing going on, how we can transfer it into our lives. Mr. Inspiration debunks all myths and gives you the best tips and tricks to be the best you in your health and fitness journey, and also, again, in our lives. We learn together. Let's get this work. So yes, today is another healthy hack. I know a lot of you enjoyed Healthy Hack 1.0. This is, what should we call it, 2.0. Alright, another release. And I'm going to stick with in and around the supermarket analogy because I know you get that. We understand that. Now, March has kicked off and I saw a lot of people talking about money March, and I'm with that. I was born in March. I know it's a great month. It's the best month. Obviously, I will say that. No bias. But it's an amazing month. For many, it's when the year starts. For many, it's when everything you've been doing for the last 2 months starts to come into fruition. For many, we know now Boris is giving us in the UK a deadline that come through. So March, the energy is a bit different. For all, it kicks off into spring. Sun's out a bit more. Can I go on? Can I go on? Yes, I can. For many, for me, it's the year I continue to elevate. That's right, I'll go a year older. Don't worry about that though. You can wish me happy birthday as you wish, as you please, anytime, any place. I'm all good. So, Mr. Inspiration is going to talk to you today. Healthy Hack 2.0. I'm going to use that supermarket analogy. I'm going to talk about cash. I'm going to talk about sort of that money march analogy that everyone is going off. I want everyone to win. Alright, if everyone wins, hey, I win. You know, we do this together. So, every time you go shopping, all right, now we've gone, obviously during this lockdown period, we've gone online a lot, all right. So going online, we need to start thinking about our budget. Now, I'm not no finance officer. My online banking is a bit of a, but I'm working on it. And as I work on it, as I always say, as I learn, you learn, all right. But my healthy hack is, as we go to the supermarkets to continue our shops, we're talking about the sort of doing our shopping and buying those things we're going to put in our eye lines. Remember, Healthy Hack 1.0, if you haven't, everything that's in your eye line is worthy of going for consistently. That's what we want to continue to do. Now, when we go to the supermarkets, when we go to those shops, we want to make sure we're going in with the idea of going for what we want now. If a lot of you have gone out with your parents in shops back in the day or nowadays, or even you as parents or whatever, you know that sometimes you will go to the shop and essentially because you've got your card, there isn't really a limit. There's a limit, but obviously there isn't really a limit. So therefore you walk past something and go, oh wow, let me just add that. It's not on the list, but let me add that. I never knew you had that in stock, boss man. Let me just add that. You know the ones there. So if you go with the cash mindset, so you take out cash before you go, the likelihood of you going, oh boss man, you got new flavors, right? I'm gonna come back for that one next time when it's in my budget. It's a bit different, you know. So you can then collate in your basket, in your trolley, what you essentially needed and went for because you've already got cash in hand. All right. Now, with this being released, I heard on the way home that there will be an upgrade? Yeah, an upgrade or a level up in terms of the budget, in terms of what you can hit your card with without being, you know, told that it's declined or whatever. But you can hit contactless £100. All right. Obviously, if you've got Apple Pay and stuff, you do it that way. You've always been used to maybe slapping on whatever. But contactless £100 again. Now that's pushing that limitation. Now, are we going to do £100 worth of food shop? Do we need that? It depends on what you're going for. But essentially, if you've got your list and you've got some calculations, cash will save you not only money, but save you from going from those things that we essentially are looking to hide in our households, if we have them. If it's part of your list, then go ahead, grab it. It's part of your list. But think about this, if it's not on your list and you have that £100 contactless or £50 cash, you know, that £50 cash will give you limitations. Set yourself those boundaries. money much. You're not gonna have money if if you just keep spending where you don't need to spend. Then you now need to go and store your cupboard and start hiding things in the corner, because we are trying to implement Healthy Hack 1.0. All right, so Healthy Hack 2.0 is simply where you go for your shopping, and I'm talking about food shopping. When we talk about clothes and stuff, online is online, and we just need to maybe set. I know I use Monzo and I set myself a budget by the month. I don't know how you want to go about doing it. I'm not no financial officer, but I'm working on it. And as I learn, you learn. However, when you're going for that food shop, Healthy Hack, that's what I'm on. All about building those good relationships with food. Whatever's on your list, all right, you can then collate and go to the cash machine, take some money out, and say, this is all I'm going to spend. All right, we don't want to, Rishi's giving us that now £100 tap tap tap. That again that's a boundary. It's taking us out of limits we don't want to be in, unless obviously our list is £100. But again, if you take the £100 cash out, you won't go over by that odd £5-10, and those all add up. All right, so cash in hand saves you money and saves you from buying things that you don't need at that current time. Think about it this way also, like I know a lot of people are on this saving and trying this, but then think about pre-COVID, you essentially maybe Monday to Friday could think that you hardly spent anything. You probably prepared food at home, you had a bit of time, you're going to work, ate your lunch, maybe stepped out, but when it came to Friday evening, Saturday and maybe Sunday, you went crazy. Then on Monday morning, you're like, I don't want to look at my bank account. Like, that's essentially how people work in terms of when we're going for our food shops and etc. etc. I'm going to the food shop to just do this and that. Oh, but I've got extra in my card, so I'm going to pick this, that and that. All right, those indulgences that we don't really need at that time can be missed because we've got cash in hand. All right, and going back to the Monday to Friday spend, as a whole, think everything as a whole week. How you spend on Monday should be the average and how you spend on that Saturday, Sunday as well. Essentially, you want the average spend on a budget, whether it be cash, whether it be on your card. It will save you time and it will save you from going to those, like I said, indulgences. All right, try it. Tell me how it is. Tell me how you find it. All right, your next food shop, stop at a cash machine, take cash out and see what happens. Just see what happens mentally. All right, psychologically, you will start thinking, oh, I've already got a £5 left, or We're going to start being sensible. Like I said, it's about being mindful with what we're doing. If we're being mindful of what we're doing, like I said, the release, when we're going crazy, shaking our legs and that, when we come in for that convenience in our homes, we have set ourselves up for a good foundation. We won't lose what we've been trying to build this whole year. Yes, it's almost like, it's a year now we've been in lockdown. This whole year we've been trying to build healthy habits, trying to build a foundation, trying to get ourselves mentally good. We're not throwing that in the bin because we've been released. We're setting the foundations, all right? Same way you put your toothbrush in one place in the house, all right, in the bathroom, whatever. When you wake up, it's always there. You can go to sleep and fall asleep in your bathtub, fall asleep in front of your door because you've been waved that night. But essentially, when you're going to brush your teeth, it's going to the same place. Foundations are set and makes the convenience of everything else that bit better. Cash. All right, I know we're in a card society, but especially for that food shop coming from me, it does help. It goes to the cash point, take money out, and see, you will feel the benefits of your next shop. As always, team, this is Mind and Muscle TV, and I hope you've learned a little something from myself today. Leave a comment, give me a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe and bring your friends over. All right, every week this month of March, we are going to learn a healthy hack, something we can do to build a foundation, build into our conveniences. I'm not trying to make life hard for you guys. I'm trying to make life even easier, but on a healthier scale. You with me? Team, I'm Mr. Fitspiration. This is Mind and Muscle TV, and I'm sure I will see you soon. And you know this, man.